again. This is December 16th. Looks like cold weather is going to be here for a few days, maybe probably the next couple of 3 weeks while they're talking. But anyway, it's cooled down. We had a lot of rain. Water level's up pretty good. And had a landowner contact me here a few days ago. I've got a pretty nice pond right here, and you can see right out there about 30-40 foot they've cut a tree off, and over here being hit that tree right there a little bit, and on out there in front of the little shaggin' wagon here we got some more sign. But anyway, we come over here this morning. Landowner brought us over here. We come over here and look around a little bit, and there's quite a bit of sign, but there's not as much as I have seen in places, and then there's more than I have seen in places. But anyway, what the problem is you got two different landowners here, and we're gonna put some footholds out, but you've got two different landowners, and as you can see, right down through there's a path slick going under the fence. Well, right there's another landowner, and here's a landowner, so that's the problem. The guy to the left of the fence here, he's probably not going to want anything caught on that side, but I mean, we're up here, so he ain't got no say-so about that. But right here's their lodge. We're going to probably put a couple of footholds out around the lodge here somewhere. It's pretty rocky, so we'll just have to see what we can get into there. But on the crossover back there, I'm going to put a foothold in the water and probably end up setting a snare on may put a foothold right here if I can get anchored off. There's a big rock right there, but I might be able to anchor over here somewhere. We'll see what happens. But they're chewing all the way around the pond, stuff like that. So we'll see what happens tonight. We're gonna give it through probably about 3. I told them probably be here about 3 or 4 nights. So they got a spillway on out there at the end of the pond. They've cleaned it out, but they've got it built back up pretty good now. So we may try to put a foothold out there, but we're gonna make a few sets here and see what happens. I'll be back in a little bit as I put them out and as I go along. Okay, we're pretty much done here. Like I said, there we go. We're going to set a snare. You can see that path coming over down the pond down. Going over right there. Put a few sticks up to sort of block the narrow the entrance down to where I can get them in one certain spot. But this goes right on down into that water right over there and on down into that pond. They're really using that. So anyway, I think we got 4 sets out here, two 750s and a 330 in that snare. So we're gonna get out of here, come back in the morning and see what happens, and we may go here to another farm, and if I can get in after the rain, I think I can. So we may stop over and see what's happening. Anyway, we'll catch you later out in the field. Okay, we're about to wrap everything up here where we're at right now. We got about, I think, 4 2-foot sets and a 330. I'm gonna set a snare on a fence up there, just to see what, probably catch one there, cause there's a good crossover. But anyway, here's the overspill. I had to anchor off out here. There's my T-bar, but right there where the water is running, there's a 750 in there. So if I get in there tonight, should have a catch there. Water's been running pretty good, so it's starting to slow down a little bit, so that might be a good sign that they'll try to get that fixed back. We're going to ease on out here back towards the vehicle here. I put a 330 set right there. Put a little bit of castor scent out, laid me some leaves, mud, stick in there, put a little bit of castor scent out there, because the reason they've been coming out, going over here to see, you've been chewing on that tree there quite a bit. So we're going to see what happens there at that spot, and I've got another 330 set I was going to put out here, but it's so rocky I can't find a place to do, so we're going to gather all that back up and head on back out towards the vehicle there. But anyway, I'll show you another set I got out here in a minute to get my stuff gathered up. But anyway, we're probably going to go back by another farm and see what's going on there. I know there's a few otters around. Maybe a beaver or two if we caught some there. We'll go back out and see what's happening there. But you can see all these rocks. That makes it bad for kind of makes it bad for traffic. But anyway, here's the tracks. It's hard to see, but they are a lot of tracks. And this right here, you can see right down through there that trail in the ground. So right down there at that fence, I'm gonna hang me a I'm gonna put me an earth anchor. I'm gonna hang me a snare right there and tie off at that fence. So I'll get everything loaded up, come back out here and set a snare, and we'll be out of here. See y'all at the next one. Trapper Dave here. There he sits. He don't look too happy. He's probably pretty cold sitting out here this morning. So anyway, he's gonna go back in the water, I guess. But that's all right. We'll pop him here in a minute, dispatch him, get him took care of. So anyway, he's in there. He's just hiding. We'll get him took care of here in just a minute. Don't look like anything got in my snare, so we'll ease on out through here. I've got a couple more footholds out here. I got another foothold out here in a 330 set. We'll go out here and see what's anything. But we'll get him on the minute there. Ain't no big deal. Well, nothing in that one, so we'll ease on over here. See, I had a foothold over here by the overflow. Let's see what. Don't look like we got anything over here that I see. No, my trap still sat there. So anyway, we had 4 sets, got one. That's not too bad, but I'm sure them ain't the only 2 that they are here. So anyway, we're gonna ease back up here and get this guy dispatched and get him out of here and get back home. It's cold, wind's blowing, very cold. But anyway, we're going to get this thing took care of and get back out of here and get back in home, get a fire built in the shop and work in there where it's warm. So we'll catch y'all later. Trapper Dave again. This is December the 18th. We come out here this morning. We had another catch where we had that yesterday morning. And then I come down here, looked around, and they've went down over the hill here where I have my snare set, and then when I got down here, there lays my beaver. Something's killed it and eat part of it, but that happened, so no big deal. We'll set another snare and get it all took care of here. Not sure what did that, but something got a good meal. So anyway, we'll get out of here, get everything set back, and we'll catch y'all later. Trapper Dave again. This is December the 17th. We're driving in on this farm here where we sat there yesterday. Sometimes I like to do a little video on when I'm driving in. Pretty big farm out here we're on this morning, so pretty muddy back here. It froze up a little bit last night, not hardly as bad as it was yesterday, but we're easing back here to see what we've got, if anything. So I think we've got four or five sets out back here, so we should be, maybe we'll have something, just depends on. I've got off on the wrong road here. Anyway, we're gonna get on back here and see what happens, and we'll holler at you here in a little bit. Hopefully we'll have a catch or two, but anyway, we're gonna drive on back. I'm going the right way now. I started over here at another field, but anyway, catch y'all in a few minutes. We've had about 4 inches of rain this week. I'm come over here to a place that I've already caught 4, and they had cut a new road in with a piece of equipment there back last weekend before it started raining, and I can drive almost to it, but probably within about I don't know, 60-70 yards, but it needs to dry up just a little bit. But this is a place that you all seen me have problems with catching one, had to get in a cupboard, and I can't hardly get out and stuff like that and all that mess. But I'm gonna stand here looking at normally I'm over there looking this way, but today I'm over here looking that way. But anyway, I guess there's still a beaver or two in here, because evidently they plugged the cupboard up again, and it's almost running over the dam if it ain't has been, put it that way. So instead of trying to carry everything through the woods 300 yards, I'm going to go back down here to the cupboard and try to unplug it and turn some water out, and probably set a foothold there tonight and see what happens tonight. Not giving any rain, and there's fresh beaver tracks on this hut right here. Pretty good sized hut. It probably goes from up here all the way down. You're probably looking at 20 feet, probably 10 foot across or something like that. But well, there's a soft spot. Anyway, I'm easing around. Right there's their air hole. They've always got to have ventilation. So anyway, I've been digging around here and packing mud, and first one thing and another. So we're probably gonna go down here and see if we can catch one tonight. I really wasn't planning on setting any traps, but I guess we better try to let some water out of this thing. And if I can, they may have the cupboard plugged up inside. If they do, there's nothing really I can do about it, but I'm hoping that's not the case. But anyway, we're gonna get on out of here and go on around over to the other side and see what we can do. They've got up there, that right up there is another beaver dam. They got up there above the pond, made a big mess up there too. So anyway, we're going to ease back up there and look around just a little bit, and we'll probably, like I said, set a foothold over there later. We'll catch you on in a few minutes.